Hello.
Hi.
Hi, na peru Shweta. What are you scared of the most?
What am I scared of the most?
Yeah.
To become irrelevant, to be phased out of my career.
Okay. Okay. And you?
I share the same feelings. I've been saying that a lot.
Okay.
But yes, to me, not getting a character or sometimes I have a set of ambition for me as an actor, and maybe the directors or the producers who should be offering me those films don't share those kind of feelings. So I might not get those roles. So I'm scared of that the most, not getting my next character that's good enough.
That's good enough.
Yeah, and being forced to take characters that just to be here, just to be
Just to
present.
be seen.
Just to be seen.
Yeah.
Huh. So do you believe that for actors, out of sight, out of mind is a real thing? Are you? Is that
I
real?
think so actually.
No, definitely. Like if, especially when I'm straddling so many industries, I'm always there's a gap in my films everywhere. So this is my first Malayalam theatrical in 2 years. So a lot of the time people, I think either I'm not prioritizing Malayalam or I'm not doing enough work, or that maybe now I don't have work. Like some people think I have no offers in Malayalam, and that I'm done there, and therefore I'm trying to find work in other industry. Like these kind of things happen because like out of sight, they just think you are now no longer there. But also, you know, cinema doesn't really need anyone. Like we all need cinema, right?
That's right.
Like I've heard my dad make the statement, and I think it's so true because there is always so many aspiring actors and so many talented individuals trying to get in and trying to make their mark. So it's not like any film I've ever said no to has not gotten made. They eventually get made because there's enough actors out there. So I think it's always our need to constantly be present and seen and be relevant and stay in tune with what the audience wants.
Yeah, but as actors, since you play a lot of roles, different kinds of like gangsters and stuff, and maybe sometimes someone who's got domestic violence or something like that. Like somewhere, does your real personality feel a little, like, you know, a little lost sometimes? Like, do you feel that sense that I'm not able to be myself completely now? Or does movies or acting make you more sensible or sensitive towards other people in life?
No, I think if you are clear about who you are, then you're not going to lose yourself. I mean, it is a relevant question in the sense I've seen people lose themselves in show business. Sometimes people find success too soon, they don't know how to handle it. And then invariably in the industry, it always evens out. So sometimes great success is followed by great failures. And if you are not level-headed or cool or have clarity on yourself, you will not be able to handle it. And you will be resentful or full of spite, or you will start blaming everything under the planet.
Everything gets into a
Like
competitive mode.
the universe, and you know, you're a victim. So all of this happens, and it's not wrong, because you know, we're all navigating life. We're all trying to figure out how to navigate life. And but I think it's very important to know who you are. I think what I always tend to do is these are, I think, my little philosophies that I've arrived at now at this stage in my life. Instead of constantly looking left and right, I like to look back and ahead. So it's very easy for us actors to constantly compare ourselves to other actors and feel a sense of competition or feel a sense of violation in some way that he got this role, why didn't I get it? He got paid so much, why didn't I get paid? He bought this and I didn't buy this, and he had this big whatever, which is a very sad way to look at things because we are so privileged. We have these great careers where we get to play these different roles and have these big experiences in life and get so much love from the audience, and we're all paid a very obscene amount of money for what we do. But if you look back and maybe compare yourself to your schoolmates and your college mates, your life is so much more fuller, you know, and they might not live such fancy lives, but they're so happy, you know, and you don't need much to be content. So I think that's also important. You need to always remember where you came from, and you need to always look ahead. sorry to go on this.
No, please.
It's like a therapy session.
Yeah. I
But
want
I
it to
love-
be like that.
Yeah, I would love to. I don't think I would lose myself doing a film, but I go through phases of, because I overthink a lot. So I go through phases of turning and tossing over thoughts in my head.
Yeah.
And I feel like validation should not come from one point, and that's what cinema does to you. You know, you get a lot of validation for a good film, for a good character that you've done. You want more of that. And sometimes it doesn't come, you know, like if I'm doing King of Kotha today, tomorrow I might work in a film that doesn't work or is not as big, so I cannot hope for the same amount of validation or adoration to come my way.
Yeah.
So I look at things like I like to keep it coming from a lot of spaces, like the love. I look for it now. In between, I got a little tiny bit lost, but I recalibrated. And I figured what is more important is family, time spent with friends. And
Or travel.
not to,
Or travel. Or
travel. I recently did a solo trip to, what's the place? Bali. Yeah, so that gave me a lot of joy. So I look for serotonin from all of these things and not limit myself to cinema.
Just
right
to
now.
that. That's
Yeah.
a very good thing.
Yeah.
Even professionally, even
Yeah.
other professions, we constantly look for the validation of our bosses,
Yeah.
of our colleagues, and it's really good to have other sources too. And it's so nice that you both have worked on a project together. There might be certain things that you might feel that you both have in common.
I
What
share
are
a
those-
lot of his feelings towards cinema.
yeah, I think
What are the three common things, which is not cinema, movie related or professional life related, which you both have common grounds on? Three.
I don't know you that
Maybe
well.
food.
actually we're really discovering each other now during promotion. But I see a certain drive, a certain ambition that she has, which I resonate with.
Okay.
I think she wants to do not everything, but she wants to do like quality work, which is important. And I think she is also as grateful as I am to be here, to be in the movies and to get these opportunities. I think that reflects very strongly on artists.
Right.
You have to have gratitude. Otherwise, like I said, you're going to sit here and complain, and everything's going to seem negative.
Yeah.
You're constantly going to be the victim.
Huh.
You know.
So,
For me, I'll tell you the opposite.
Okay.
What is so different?
Different about both.
Yeah, because I share these feelings.
Okay.
I share his love for cinema, and I see how he how he tries to mount a project in such a way that it is more and more interesting to the audience. I learn a lot from him, from how he is. Differences are he's very calm and composed. I have a feeling even if he doesn't like a person, the other person might not know. He's very cool about it. I'm not like that.
Yeah,
If I
you'll
don't
make
like,
sure that they know.
it is not about making sure. I cannot put a filter otherwise.
Yeah, okay.
So that is there. I'm very fidgety and I talk nonsense a lot. He doesn't.
It doesn't seem that way.
Yeah,
To
I
feel
do.
makes a lot
You
of
should meet
sense.
me after.
Yeah, love to.
Yeah. What else? Yeah. Basically, the biggest difference is the temperaments. I think he's very calm and composed and very
But
cool all the time.
I'm also. How old were you when you started acting?
26.
Okay, that's similar there. But I've also been here now some 10, 12 years doing this. So maybe with time, like, like I said, we just figure out how to handle this. And I've realized that in the time and energy I spend in arguing and fighting for something, I'm like, we can just finish work and go home.
Yeah,
Because a lot of the times we spend too much energy doing that.
right.
So I'm like, easiest, okay, you want me to do this? Done, cool. We'll finish it and go on. And a lot of the times we spend just hours arguing. And I'm like, I don't have this time.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
You've mentioned before in another interview that Mirinka, romantic, nice rom-coms lantivi cheyarani, that you're not interested.
It's not that I'm not interested. I mean, I love all kinds of cinema.
Yeah. Because personally, I love OK Bangaram. It's like, it's one of my
So do
favorite
I. So do
films.
I. I'm very
I
grateful.
want to see you in such films too.
I think he said follow-up. To follow up a romantic film, isn't that?
Yeah, I don't want to do it immediately. And I want to take a break from it. Yes, that's true. Also,
Yes, ouch.
Yeah.
also I just turned 40 and I was thinking like, this next decade of my life, can I continue being a romantic hero? You know, even though I've done a variety of films, like the ones that are most remembered are the romantic ones.
Yeah.
So that feels a bit limiting as an actor, because
Okay.
there will come a time where I won't fit the bill of that hero. It will go
Yeah,
to
but that's not now.
go to the boys in their 20s or whatever, and then I can't suddenly be out of work. So I'd rather keep exploring and give directors ideas that, oh, this boy will do different things. We can pitch different ideas to him. Otherwise, if they think I'll only do romantic films, like one day they'll stop.
No, but a little bit of this.
One day I'll lose my hair or something.
Yeah, and how about you? Do you have any like film, the kind of films that you want to choose to do? Do you feel like, okay, I've done enough of this kind of film and I don't want to do?
Oh yes, fully.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
feel that a lot. Which is why I feel like I haven't signed anything in so long. And I've started reaching out to directors whom I want to work with.
Oh.
And I've asked them, like, listen, you have to give me work.
Yeah.
There is no other way I'm working with anybody else. I have to work with you. And I actually got somebody to give me a role.
that is nice. You have to
No,
ask
it
for
works.
it.
It actually works.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes it's as simple as that.
Okay, I'm asking you for something now.
Yeah.
I'd love to do a small interview reel kind of thing with you.
Okay.
Sure.
Post this. Please tell me when you're available. I'm putting it out there.
Yeah.
After this
After-
interview.
right.
We'll have to do it
whenever.
right now.
Yeah.
Because
After
tomorrow
this, we'll
we'll all
be
go.
something else.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So I just put it out there, asking
Yeah.
for opportunity.
Absolutely.
Okay. Another question. Do penguins have knees?
Knees?
Yeah.
They're mammals.
I don't think so.
Otherwise
Because they're
could
like
have bent,
waddling.
na?
They were,
Yeah. I don't think they have knees.
You? What do you think? Do they have? He went with a no.
I think
I'm sure
they
it's a trick.
have
I'm sure it's a
it,
trick
but-
question.
Yeah. Maybe it's vestigial.
I don't
She's
know
a
what that
doctor, by
means.
the way.
No, but I don't know about penguins, no?
She's a med student.
They do have.
They do have.
Yeah.
knees.
Yes. All right. So
But it's vestigial.
I don't know what
Otherwise
that
they
word
would
is.
involve
I've
it.
heard it for
Sorry.
the first time. I have no
Also,
idea.
what was
Educate
the
us,
other
no?
film?
Please
I don't-
educate.
No, sorry, 1 second.
What does
was the other
vestigial mean?
film we were talking about Farhan Akhtar, Hrithik Roshan? I was calculating it so much.
What is that film? That Lakshya.
Lakshya. Yeah, that. Main aisa kyun?
That one, yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay. Ah.
Okay, what does that word mean?
What, vestigial?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's not in use right
Like your
now. It's
appendix.
there.
Ah,
It's present.
acha.
It's appendix is.
It's vestigial. No, it doesn't really do anything.
Oh my God.
It's just there.
Please, can we cut this off?
Isn't that true?
It's a vestigial organ, yes.
Yeah.
But I was thinking it has some practical.
It has no use.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and also with this film, another series of yours is going to release. So is it like you're competing with yourself?
Always.
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 So which one do you want to have the upper hand?
No, I'm not going to pick between my kids.
Yeah.
You know, they're all dear to me. They've all been made with a lot of love and
Yeah.
a lot of effort and hard work, and they're both unique in their own ways, and they are both characters from two different corners of the country, which I love. I love that Arjun Verma is like from northwest of India, and Raju's from this corner of India.
Okay.
One is a gangster and one is like an officer. They're both in the gangster milieu. One is a gangster comedy and one is a gangster drama. Yeah, but of all the months in this year, the only two releases I have are coming 1 week apart in August.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which gangster is like you? Like,
I don't think I'm like any
is there
gangster.
any quality that you relate to?
I think Raju is a good friend. Like
Okay.
he holds that. I think all his relationships he holds very dear.
Okay.
That I resonate with.
Okay.
I'm super loyal. And if you're my friend, you're my friend for life. Like, I carry everyone with me, and my brood just keeps growing bigger and bigger. Same way he seems to have. He's very invested in the girl he loves, or like even with his family and stuff. So I think those things I connect with. But these are not really gangster traits, but
Just Raju things.
Just Raju thinks.
Yeah.
And I really hope and wish that both of your films, both of your babies win on
Thank you.
whatever platforms they're being released on. And may you get amazing projects. May your fears never, ever, ever come to reality.
Oh,
thank you,
yay.
thank you so much.
All the very best.
Thank
It's
you.
lovely talking
Thank
to
you,
you.
Shraddha.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Very
Loved
sweet.
all of your questions.
Very sweet, yeah.
Thank you.